Everyone, this is Melanie from Living Luxuriously for Less, and today I would like to share with you all a setup that I did in our fellowship hall for a first fruit celebration that we're going to be having at our church on this Sunday. And so when I thought about first fruit, of course, when you think about the theme, you always think about fruit and how you can do centerpieces with fruit. But I did that a couple of years ago, and I really didn't want to kind of revisit what I had already done. So this year, the color yellow just popped in my mind. We've had such a harsh winter, and even here in Alabama, it's been very cold for us. And so I immediately thought yellow. Yellow will just, it's kind of like when the harvest come in, it's more of a goldish yellow tone. And since we're going to be doing this in spring instead of the fall, I went with a more bright springish, type yellow. And so I was so excited about the way it came together. The budget, it budgeted really nicely. And so at this time, I'm just giving you guys an overview of everything that we have set up so far. Here are the food table, and I've also went in and labeled each one of the different foods for this particular celebration at our church. And so we're having fried chicken and baked chicken and smoked ribs and turnip greens and all the good stuff that we have here down south. And so I've already kind of set that up. This is not completed yet because they'll come in tomorrow and kind of finish everything up. So I'm just going down the line. I've already set up the chafing dishes. That's the word I was looking for. So I've already set up the chafing dishes. So when the kitchen crew comes in tomorrow, they'll already know where to place everything. And I did use some fruit here. I used kind of some lemon and mixed it in there to kind of bring the brightness to the food table. And then here on the end, I kind of created a deli, more of a deli or dessert stand type thing. And on the missing plates, you'll see pies and things like that. That will go there on tomorrow. And then I also have a dessert area. And a drink station. And so we already have that set up as well. So that's what we have so far, and I'll be back with you in just a moment showing you how I set up each table. It's very simple, very easy, very quick to do, and it just gives you, a very bright, clean look. So I'll be back with you guys in just one second. Okay guys, what we're gonna do now is look at the flowers. Now, with the flowers, I just picked out some flowers and some greenery that a friend of mine already had, and some colors and shapes of flowers that I like. So it's not really tough. I typically hate doing floral arrangements. That's just not my area, but this was really simple. Plus we're using the Eiffel Tower vases, so you don't really have to be all that great to put this floral arrangement together, because it doesn't need to be as full and as thick. So because of that, you don't have to worry about it. So what I did was just kind of gather this together, and you put it together where it just makes sense to you, like what looks right. And so you just kind of play around with it, and make sure you have the colors showing on every side, and so on and so forth. And then I'll grab a little bit of the floral tape that I got from the Dollar Tree and just wrap it around the base. It's just that simple, not really tough. Kind of to hold the flower together. Now I'm just simply wrapping it around the base, and then I'm just going to secure it to make sure that the flower stays together. And I like to use whatever the color of the stem is. It kind of goes with the stem, and it doesn't look all tacky in the base, because I'm not going to use water or any other base inside of this vase, and you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. So we're done with that, and we're just going to hold that until just 1 second. Now I'm going to add the table runner, and this was a runner I got online. It was so many in a pack for like $5 or so. So I always like to do something just to add a pop of color. You guys know how I love my color, and so this time I'm doing more of a monochromatic theme. I want to stay with the golds and the yellows. I don't really want another accent color fighting with that. So the runner can go on the table however you choose, but this time I'm just going to go, kind of straight across. And then I love to layer. So I'm going to add a mirror. I always like to have something underneath my centerpiece to just kind of give it an extra oomph. And then I have some chargers that I'm going to add to the table. And these are gold. You can pick these up around Christmas time from after Walmart has their Christmas sales. It's a great time to pick up these chargers. And they're only, you know, like maybe $1 for 4, a quarter a piece or something like that. So it's a great time to start your charger collection. And also adding chargers to your table keeps the stains off your tablecloth when you're using really nice linen. So I love to add chargers to a place setting whenever I can. And so we're shooting for 8 people per table. Now here's the next thing I'm going to add, and I absolutely love these. And these are little spring plates that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And I just thought they were so nice and so appropriate for the theme, and they just add that little bit more color to the table. They look great against the gold and the yellow, and it just gave you a little more, more of a accent color. And then it had the flower that I'm using in the centerpiece. You can kind of see that in the plate as well. So I just thought that was an excellent addition to the table as well. So I'm going to place those out on the table, so when everyone comes in, they don't have to stand in line. We'll just kind of bring them up by table, and then they'll already have their plates and napkins and everything at their table, even though, you know, it's not really a quote-unquote formal place setting. So that's it for that part. I got one more plate that I need to put here, and then we will go on to the centerpiece itself. Okay, so next I'm going to add the centerpiece really quickly. And so I was telling you guys I was using an Eiffel Tower vase. And so it's just a vase with a skinny top. You don't really have to have a very full centerpiece to go inside of here. So these are at Hobby Lobby. They're $14.99, I believe, but I always purchase them when they're 50% off. And so that makes them about $7.50 a piece. And they can be used for an array of things. So it's always great to kind of have some vases on hand because you can always put something different in them, use them differently. Sometimes you can add colored water, like put water in and add food color to your water. That's a great way to bring color to your table. But today I'm just going to keep it simple and elegant. So we're just going to add the centerpiece to the center inside of this vase, and then just make sure we're all, you know, even there. And then we're just going to add it to the center of the table. Now, one thing, I'm looking at this table now, and one thing I will add tomorrow, and I'll update it, you know, in the video, I'm going to add some candles around the floral centerpiece just to bring in a little bit more color, just some tea lights right around in this area. But I'll show you that tomorrow in a photograph form. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to video it that quickly or not. And then last but not least, we have some dinner napkins that match the plates. And I thought these were absolutely gorgeous. If you look at that, it kind of brings in the butterfly and the orange color, and then the writing and the gold just really, you know, looks great against one another. And so I'm going to add these on the table as well, right next to the plate, so they'll already have their napkins, and then we'll add the dinnerware and everything tomorrow. Just trying to get the bulk of it set up today. And so really excited about the way that this is looking. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about the way this turned out. It didn't take a long time to put this together, and anytime I'm doing something, because I do work full-time and I'm doing a lot of things in the ministry, at work, and so on and so forth, I'm always looking for ways to cut back. So here you guys have it. Here's a simple, you know, unique tablescape that you can use for any event at your church or anything that you're planning. Just very simple to do, very cost effective. When you see flowers and greeneries that are on sale, just pick those things up, and, you know, don't be afraid to just kind of, you know, experiment and just come up with something that works for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Just wanted to give you guys a brief update. This is the finished product of all of the tables. We do have some candles. I always think candle lights just add a little bit of essence and ambiance to any centerpiece, so I love light. when it comes to centerpieces. So I just wanted to let you guys see how well it all came together. All the food is getting warmed and ready to go. Service is over now, so we're going to be getting ready for that to be done in just one moment. So just want to give you guys an overview of how everything looked once everything was completed. And here we go. Our first fruit ceremony or service dinner is now going to be served. So it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. See you next time. Bye-bye.